In the United States, we usually make measurements with units like feet, yards, miles, ounces, and pounds, units that come from ancient measurement systems and that were first standardized in England. This system of units is often called the English system, but is now more formally called the United States customary system. Unfortunately, while these units are familiar, they can be very difficult to work with. For example, while most people remember that there are 3 feet in a yard, do you know how many yards are in a mile? Or how many furlongs are in a mile? The International Metric System was invented to be much simpler, and it works so well that nearly everyone outside the United States now uses it. It is also the system of choice in science, engineering, and industry. 3 important metric units are the meter for length, abbreviated M, the kilogram for mass, abbreviated kg, and the liter for volume, usually abbreviated with a capital L. You should have a basic sense of what each of these units mean. For example, a meter is just a little more than a yard, or 3 feet, so a typical person is between 1 and 2 meters tall. A kilogram is a little more than 2 pounds, so an average adult weighs about 75 kilograms. And a liter is slightly more than a quart. Metric units are much easier to work with than English units because they can be combined with simple prefixes that are all powers of 10. This table shows the common prefixes. For example, because kilo means 10 to the third, or 1,000, a kilogram is 1,000 grams, and a kilometer is 1,000 meters, or 10 to the third meters. You can compare any 2 metric units by dividing. For example, suppose you want to know how many millimeters are in a kilometer. You just divide the kilometer, which is 10 to the third meters, by a millimeter, which is 10 to the minus 3 meters. The meters cancel. Using the rule for dividing powers of 10, 10 to the third divided by 10 to the minus 3 is 10 to the 3 minus negative 3. Minus a negative is the same as adding, so the answer is 10 to the 6th. In other words, 1 kilometer is 10 to the 6th, or 1 million times as large as 1 millimeter. We can also write this fact as 1 kilometer equals 1 million millimeters.